name is Craig Merriweather, and I've been homeless on and off for about the past 20 years. I was a veteran during the Persian Gulf War, and had a lot of problems after coming home, trying to find what I was trying to get back to. And after my marriage fell apart, and I went from being a correction officer to an inmate, and then a single dad all in 3 years' time. And then I had skin cancer and had to quit my job and attend to my children's needs, who both were experiencing emotional and mental problems. But I think what the problem for me was a matter of finding my place and trying to get back to the level of healing that I could be the head of my family again, as well as provide for my own needs. And I think the thing that I took away from the movie is finally turning the corner. When she was running after him at the end, it's like where my life is now. I've been in Manchester about 4 years now, and I'm finally turning the corner. Tomorrow I'm going to pick up a BASH voucher. I'm finally getting the help after 20-something years of trying to get help from the VA with my mental problems. I'm getting that help. I'm on the waiting list for a PTSD program in January, but I got individual therapy that I can go to now at the Manchester VA. But the bottom line is, it's been my desire to stick with what works best for me, and that is my strong work ethic. To know that if I work, I'm going to make it. If I keep plugging away, I'm going to find my way. And I'm still searching for a place for not only myself, but I've got 2 adult children and 3 grandchildren. And I've turned the corner to make it so that way in a few years we can be a family together again, and I'll have the home that I've been searching for over 20 years.
Thank you. Craig, when you were ready to get help, was the help there for you as a veteran?
Well, I think it was there all along. It's just that back in '04, when I had reached my bottom, because it was so much of the crack epidemic in the Dayton, Ohio area, where I was seeking help at the VA, everything was dual diagnosis. And if I had admitted that I smoke crack and I have a mental problem, then there would have been plenty of help out there. But for me, I wanted the help for what my problem was. And being that I have PTSD, my depression is what often drives me in to get help. And because I was able to learn different coping skills, I'm able to be focused on where to go to get the help and have the level of expectation that is realistic. So if I go in with the attitude that, yep, it's going to be another waiting list, but at least I'm on the list and I'm going to maintain through that. And fortunately in '06, Social Security Disability granted me a fixed income, and a lot of my time I've rented rooms in, I'd say, about 16 different cities. So I've had few experiences with the shelters because I've had income to rent rooms in other people's homes, but that just put me at risk of the kindness of strangers. And that was, I've had some bad experiences, and that's part of the reason why I said I have to get the help that I can have my own place. And the other part is self-advocating, and that's why I'm a Granted Leader, and I just wanted to speak to that for a moment. Granted Leaders is an advocacy program put on by the New Hampshire Coalition to End Homelessness, and it was a 6-month course where we had each month a class to gain skills to be an advocate around homeless issues for homeless services and homeless programs. And completing that program allowed me to sit on the Manchester Continuum of Care Board as a community liaison, and there I can help steer along the human service provider in the Manchester area and help expose the cracks in the system, such as transportation. It's a huge crack. In Manchester, our buses stop at 5:30, and if you're looking for work and you get off at 9 o'clock, you gotta walk home. And you know, those different things, they just allowed me to walk the walk. So if I can advocate for the things that I need, then that makes me feel good about myself, as well as be an echo for those that aren't able to or aren't willing to speak up for themselves and demand the services and the resources that they need. Because there is a big difference of those that just want a handout and those of us that want a hand up.
Yeah, thank you.